Welcome to Geek State Penitentiary, where everyday thugs try to elude the sharpshooters of trivia and escape with valuable prizes. But only if they can. Beat the Geeks! Hey, I'm Tiffany, and now please welcome the Warden of Wisdom and the host of Beat the Geeks, Jay Key Van Stratton.
Tonight, one of these three challengers will get a chance to win our grand prize package worth over $5,000. Yeah, that's the good news. Now the bad news. To try and stop them, we have collected the finest steel trap pop trivia minds in existence and assembled them here in our arena. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the Geeks.
Mark Edward Hoyt, the movie geek.
When I go on vacation, I take 5 pairs of underwear, 3 pairs of socks, and 20 DVDs. Man's got to relax.
Andy Sachs, the music geek.
Elvis has left the building. Unfortunately for any challengers, I have not.
Paul Goebel, the TV geek.
I got a 12-inch TV I like to keep in the passenger seat of my car. I like to drive and I like to watch. So if you're on the road, watch yourself.
And our special guest geek, Gabriel Kerner, the Star Trek geek.
I've been watching Star Trek since I was 4 years old. That's roughly 80% of my human lifespan.
Yes, there they are, the 4 wild-eyed maniacs that want very much to hurt you and your chances of winning the grand prize. So, Drea, Ben, and Jen, that's what you're up against, and here's how it's going to work. Only 2 of you will advance to the next round to challenge the Geeks, and only 1 of you will make it all the way to the final round where you'll face the geek of your choice for a chance at an amazing grand prize package. But right now, 1 of you's got to go, so we're going to start things off with 4 5-point toss-up questions. In the subject of TV, what TV sitcom featured a furry alien from Melmac? Jen.
Alf.
Alf was that sitcom. 5 points for you. All right, challengers, here's your next 5-point toss-up. In the subject of movies, who played a taxi driver named Travis Bickle in Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver? Ben.
Who is Robert De Niro?
You tell me.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro is the correct response for 5 points. In the subject of Star Trek, what species invented the cloaking device? Ben.
Klingons.
Incorrect. Drea or Jen? Jen.
Vulcan.
Incorrect. Drea, want to try?
Sweet Jesus. No, I don't.
Star Trek geek, tell them what it is.
It was the Romulans in their first major appearance in Balance of Terror. In their next major appearance in the original series, The Enterprise Incident, Captain Kirk was sent on a spy mission to steal the cloaking device.
Thank you, Star Trek geek. All right, here's your next 5-point question. In the subject of music, what billionaire Beatle added Sir to his name when he was knighted in 1997? Jen.
Paul McCartney.
That is correct. 5 points for you. All right, that's all for the 5-point questions. Look at the score. Jen, you've got 10. Ben, you're behind with 5. Drea, yet to get on the board. All right, we'll move on to 4 more questions. These are now worth 10 points each, and I'll remind you, only the 2 of you in the lead after these questions. We'll move on to Challenge the Geeks in the next round. Here we go. In the subject of music, before he was a sperm donor, musician David Crosby was a part of what rock trio that recorded the hit song Southern Cross? Ben.
Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
That is correct. 10 points for you there. In the subject of TV, what ABC drama took place in a small town in Washington State and featured the character Special Agent Dale Cooper? Drea.
Twin Peaks.
That is correct. You're on the board with 10 points. TV Geek, a very bizarre kind of a show. How did you feel about it?
Very groundbreaking. You know, it set the stage for shows like Northern Exposure and, you know, gave people access to do a lot of different things. However, they lost me the day I found out that David Lynch was making it all up as he went along.
Oh.
I couldn't watch after that.
You need a little more planning in your TV
Just
series.
a tad, just a tad.
All right, TV Geek, fair enough. Challengers, in the subject of movies, during what war did the 2001 action film Enemy at the Gates take place? Jen.
World War I.
Incorrect. Ben or Drea? Ben.
World War II.
That is correct. 10 points for you. Movie Geek, World War II seems to be the most popular war to make movies about.
Yes, and Enemy at the Gates is one of the more interesting ones because its director, Jean-Jacques Annaud, has made really interesting, challenging films like Quest for Fire, The Name of the Rose, The Bear, and before Enemy at the Gates, 7 Years in Tibet with Brad Pitt.
Say, that is interesting. Thank you, Movie Geek. Challengers, this is the last toss-up question. In the subject of Star Trek, what long-lost NASA space probe becomes a powerful energy force in Star Trek: The Motion Picture? Drea.
Mirror.
Incorrect. Jen or Ben? No answer there. Star Trek Geek, what is the correct answer?
Correct answer is Voyager 6. Now, there never was a NASA probe Voyager 6, but NASA did build Voyagers 1 and 2.
All right, thank you, Star Trek Geek. All right, that is the end of the toss-up round. We've got a score of Ben with 25, Jen and Drea are tied to 10. Ben, that means for sure you're going on to the next round, but Jen and Drea, we've got to have a tiebreaker. Each of you will write down a number in response to this question. The closest without going over will survive. Here's the question. In 11 years of Cheers, how many total Emmy nominations did the show receive? Please write down your answer now. All right, let's find out. Drea, what was your answer?
145.
145. The actual amount of Emmy nominations was 117. That means you're over. Jen, if you are not over, you will move on to the next round. Please reveal your answer. 20 is under. That means, Jen, you move on to Challenge the Geeks in the next round. Drea, I've seen them come and go, and, well, you're going to be one of those who goes. We do have some lovely parting gifts for you, but please exit the Geek Arena as you are right now anyway. All righty. Ben and Jen, not only do you rhyme, but you two have proven yourselves worthy to play against the Geeks in the next round. You'll have the next couple of minutes to rest. But when we come back, it'll be these two trivia munchkins against the wicked trivia witches of the West in the challenge round. Don't miss it here on Beat the Geeks.
Hey, welcome back to Beat the Geeks. I'm Tiffany. And my turn-ons include rainbows, waterfalls, and any guy with a little geek in him.
Well, turned on indeed. Thanks, Tiffany. All right, Ben and Jen, you survived round one, so we might as well get to know you. Ben, you're a student, and what's the geekiest thing about you?
The geekiest thing about me is probably that I have brand new Batman sheets on my bed at home.
I'm guessing you're going to be sleeping in those alone, but maybe that's just me. All right, Ben, glad to have you here. Jen, you're also a student. What's the geekiest thing about you?
Well, I used to be a cake decorator for several years, so I can draw just about any character on a cake in neon-colored gel.
I imagine that comes in handy quite often.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Well, the two of you have made it this far, so congratulations. You are both still eligible for that grand prize package. However, now the game starts getting tougher because now you will be playing against the geeks themselves. Oh, yeah. In this first challenge round, you'll each have one chance to challenge a geek and try to take his medal. All the medals in this round are worth 20 points, but if you can beat our special guest geek, we'll give you an extra 10 points. Ben, you are in the lead, so you go first. Please challenge a geek.
I challenge the movie Geek.
Mo, the geek has been challenged.
Ben, the only idea dumber than challenging me would be Battlefield Earth 2.
All right. Ben, since you probably don't know as much as our expert here, we've leveled the playing field. Relatively easy questions for you and possibly difficult ones for the geek. Now, geek, for every easy question your challenger gets right, you will have to defend your medal by answering a harder geek-level question. If you should fail, you will surrender your medal, and the challenger will get 20 points. And as all you geeks know, you are being closely monitored. If you give any indication that you are no longer the geeks we thought you were, you may be replaced. And let's face it, you're a lucky quartet of geeks, so stay tuned. Oh, I love saying the word geek. Thank you, Tiffany. All right, Ben, here's your first movie question. Tell me, who is this star of American Pie?
Jason Biggs.
That is correct. We're underway. Movie geek, your medal is in danger. You must answer this question correctly in order to keep it. Here is your more difficult question. Tell me, who is this star of High Fidelity and who directed that movie?
That is also half of the most dangerous and powerful rock band in the entire world, Tenacious D. His name is Jack Black, who appears in High Fidelity, directed by the great British director Stephen Frears.
That is correct. Then we move on to another pair of questions. This first one is for you. What Brit won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for the 1999 movie The Cider House Rules?
Michael Caine.
That is correct. Movie geek, once again, your medal is in danger. That same year, Angelina Jolie won Best Supporting Actress. Name two of the actresses she beat out.
Best supporting actress. Well, okay, that is the year of Cider House Rules. Angelina Jolie won for Girl Interrupted. Okay, one nominee would be Thora Birch from American Beauty. And the other nominee is Julianne Moore for The End of the Affair.
Both of those incorrect. Movie Geek, you must surrender your medal. Correct answers: Toni Collette, Catherine Keener, Samantha Morton, Chloe Sevigny. Ben, congratulations. You got a kiss, the medal, and 20 points. You're now ahead 45 to 10. All right, Jen, it is now your turn to challenge a geek. Once a geek has been beaten, he cannot be challenged again. The choice is yours. Please challenge a geek.
I challenge the TV geek.
TV geek, you've been challenged.
Jen, if this were like a 50-yard dash or something, I'm sure you could take me, but this is about TV trivia, baby. All
right, Jen.
Yes.
Here's your first TV question. What network was the home of the Jamie Foxx show since its debut in 1996?
The WB.
That is correct.
Say it.
TV geek, your medal is in danger. Here's your question. What was the name of the recurring character played by Jamie Foxx on the Fox series Rock?
I got to go with Willie.
That is incorrect, TV geek. Crazy George Stevens is the correct answer. And TV geek, you must release the medal. Yes, it hurts sometimes giving that medal up. Jen, well done. On the first question, you have won a medal as well. The score now is 30 for Jen, 45 for Ben. When we come back, each of the Geeks' medals double in value, and one of the challengers joins the ranks of the defeated. Stay tuned, it's Beat the Geeks. Welcome back to Beat the Geeks. It's time now for 2 more challenges, but in this round, medals are worth 40 points each, and I'll remind our challengers they can still choose to challenge our special guest geek for an extra 10 points. And, of course, only the one of you with the most points at the end of this round will move on to face the geek of your choice for a chance at that grand prize package. Oh, yeah. Jen, you need the most help, so this time you go first. Please challenge a geek.
I challenge the music geek.
Music geek, you've been challenged.
Jen, I've got 8-track cartridges that perform better than you do. You're doomed.
All right. Jen, here's your music question. Here we've got a partial track listing for a CD. I want you to tell me the name of the band that recorded it. We've got Never Die, With Arms Wide Open, Higher. What's the name of that band?
Creed.
Creed is correct. The album is Human Clay. All right, Music Geek, your medal is in danger. Here's your question. Here's another partial track listing for a CD. We've got Don't Stop Believing, Dead or Alive, Open Arms. I want you to tell me the name of this band and the name of this album.
Well, it's some horrible Journey album. I know that for sure. Their Journey, they're horrible. What can I tell you? Which one is it? I don't know. Eruption.
Incorrect. It's Escape.
Escape.
Journey Escape.
Yeah,
Music
well.
Geek, your medal is escaping your neck. Oh, the shame. Jen, just like that, you get the medal and 40 points. That brings the score to 70 for you, Jen. Ben, 45 for you. Ben, it's now your turn to challenge a geek. Of course, once a geek has been defeated, he can't be challenged again. Therefore, which geek would you like to challenge?
I challenge the Star Trek geek.
Excellent choice. Star Trek geek, you've been challenged.
I think I hear the little Scotties in your head going, I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. I cannot give it anymore.
That's a bad accent.
All right, Ben, here's your first Star Trek question. What is Captain Picard's first name?
Jean-Luc.
That is correct. Star Trek geek, your medal, of course, is in danger. Here's your more difficult question. Following Starfleet graduation, where was Picard stationed when he almost lost his life due to a stabbing?
Stationed, it was not the Stargazer. It was off Earth. It was from the episode Tapestry. I will take a stab and say Epsilon Station.
That is incorrect. Starbase Earhart. Starbase Earhart, the correct answer. All right. You get 40 points for the medal, an extra 10 points because you beat our special guest geek. That brings the score to Ben with 95, Jen with 70. That's the end of the challenge rounds. And now it all comes down to the Geequalizers. Yes, it's still anybody's game because the Geequalizer could be worth up to 150 points. In the Geequalizer, I'm going to start naming titles, people, phrases, and things. You will have 2 seconds to tell me whether each one is currently best known for movies, TV, or music. For each answer you give me that is correct, we'll give you 10 points. Answer incorrectly or freeze at any time, and the Geequalizer is over for you. Jen, you need the most help, so you're going to go first. You need 25 points to stay in this game. That means you must get at least 3 of these in a row. All right, Jen, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Jen, let's Geequalize. Mike Hammer.
TV.
9 Inch Nails.
Music.
Wilson Phillips.
Music.
Screwed.
Movie.
Head.
Music.
Incorrect. Movie Geek, tell her about Head.
You were close. It is the one film outing by the Monkees.
That is correct. There's a Monkees movie being the correct response. However, Jen, you caught up and then some. Ben, you're now behind by 15 points. That means you must get at least 2 of these in a row. That will give you the victory. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Ben, let's Geequalize. Born in the USA.
Music.
Mr. French.
Movie.
That is incorrect. TV Geek, who is Mr. French?
Mr. French was the manservant on Family Affairs.
All right, TV was the correct response. That means, Ben, you didn't get enough points to catch up. We're going to have to say goodbye to you. Please exit the Geek Arena now. All right, that means in dramatic fashion, Jen is our final challenger and is going through to the Geek to Geek Showdown for a chance at an amazing grand prize. Now, of course, what you get depends on which geek you beat. Which geek do you challenge for the final showdown?
I challenge the TV geek.
TV, you've been challenged.
I want you to look at that monitor and see that stupid look on your face, 'cause it's going to get a lot stupider.
All right.
If you beat our TV Geek, you're going to need some geek gear of your own. So, CDW Computing Solutions Built for Business is giving you $5,000 worth of geek equipment. They've got a huge selection of high-end computers, digital cameras, and DVD players. Phone up on lost Honeymooner episodes, start a Barney Fife website, or even make your own lousy TV shows. With CDW and a slew of geek tools, you'll finally be able to call yourself a TV geek, you lucky bastard. It's a grand prize package worth over $5,000.
Oh my, stay right where you are because when we come back, the pace of the show shifts from that of a bullet train to more of that of a cruise missile as Jen attempts to pull a fast one against the TV geek. Stay tuned, my friend.
Welcome back to Beat the Geeks. In just a moment, Jen will be facing off against the TV Geek for a chance at that CDW prize package worth over $5,000. This is going to be interesting because the TV Geek has already lost to Jen once tonight, and he isn't happy about it. Let's see what happens.
All right, as we all know, this is the final Geek to Geek showdown. The rules are simple. For each category, you can choose a 1, 2, or 3-point question, and the first person to 7 points wins. Now, the more the points, the harder the question. Geek, for each category, you cannot choose an easier question than your challenger. The challenger goes first. That's you, Jen. Here we go. The category is black and white sitcoms. Would you like a 1, 2, or 3-point question?
2, please.
For 2 points. What Hank Ketchum comic strip was made into a live-action sitcom in 1959?
Dennis the Menace.
It is correct for 2 points. TV Geek, same category. Would you like a 2 or 3-point question?
I'll start with a 3-point.
All right, for 3 points. What was Granny's character's full name on the Beverly Hillbillies?
Granny, played by the fantastic talent Irene Ryan, was Daisy Moses.
That is correct for 2 points. Jen, it's 3-2. The category is TV dads. Would you like a 1, 2, or 3-point question?
I'll go with 2 again.
All right, for 2 points. What actor played Eddie's father on the series The Courtship of Eddie's Father?
I have no idea, but I'm going to guess Richard Chamberlain.
That is incorrect. It was Bill Bixby. Very close, though. All right, TV Geek, would you like a 2 or 3-point question?
Well, I myself am a TV dad, so I'll go ahead and take 3 points.
All right, then, for 3 points. What actor played Edward Stratton III on the long-running NBC sitcom Silver Spoons?
Edward Stratton III was played by Joel Higgins.
That is correct. Another 3 points for you. Jen, you're down 6-2. You need just 7 points to win. The category is spin-offs. Would you like a 1, 2, or 3 point question?
3.
All right, Jen,
Take
for
3.
3 points. From what series did the Andy Griffith Show spin off?
Mayberry RFD.
Incorrect. The Danny Thomas Show, the correct answer. No points there. All right, TV Geek, it'll be a 3 point question for you. Get this right, and you win the showdown. All in the Family is the all-time spin-off champion with 5 shows. Name 4 of the series it spun off.
Well, I believe the first one it spun off was Maude with B. Arthur. Then the Jeffersons moved on up and got their own show. Then long after Gloria moved away, she got her own show named after herself, Gloria. When Archie bought that bar, he got his own show. It was called Archie Bunker's Place.
That is correct. 3 points and you win the game. TV Geek, congratulations. All right, I'm J.T. Van Stratton. You know, the feathers are really going to fly next time when 3 little challenger bluebirds take on the Pop Trivia Gaming Cocks. Don't miss it here on Beat the Geeks.
You're watching Comedy Central. Everyone's skeletons come out of the closet in the high culture comedy An Ideal Husband with Rupert Everett, Julianne Moore, and Cate Blanchett. Coming up next. In 3 days.